So climate change has been creating major changes all over the planet, but the Arctic is one of the places, if not the place, where these changes are happening the fastest and with the most dramatic consequences. So you see an important melting of sea ice, which has been covering the sea. You also see a lot of thawing of permafrost, which is endangering coastal communities, creating instability on the ground, threatening infrastructure. You also see, because of these changes, you see some modifications to where species can be found, mostly for fish, but not only, and that also has huge implications for indigenous communities and more broadly all of the populations of the Arctic. So the melting of sea ice does have important consequences for shipping lanes by obviously making them larger or creating lanes where there were none. But it's an interesting phenomenon because it's sort of taking place in two steps, and the steps can take a long time. So this notion that there's going to be a lot more navigation through the Arctic because of the melting of sea ice, the truth is it's not going to happen immediately because the melting creates a lot of floating ice, which actually makes navigation more hazardous rather than less. So you're going to have a whole period of time, which can be years, possibly decades, where navigation is actually going to be easier in some ways and harder in others, depending on the area and very importantly, the time of the year. So it's not going to become, a shipping highway from one day to the next.